In the middle of the Lok Sabha election battle, the Karnataka sex scandal controversy has rocked politics in the state as well nationally. The controversy erupted after a few videotapes allegedly involving JDS MP and Deve Gowda's grandson, Prajwal Revanna, started doing the rounds in Hassan over the past few days. The state police has filed an FIR, also naming Prajwal's father, Revanna, in the case. The Siddaramaiah government has also formed an SIT to probe the allegations. But the JDS MP, who's again a candidate from Hassan's seat, recently flew to Germany just as the allegations mounted. The Congress party is now gunning for the BJP, which is in alliance with the JDS in Karnataka, staging a protest in Hubli as well as Bengaluru.
Congress party workers led by Congress leader Alka Lamba have come down to the Congress office now to stage a protest against Hassan's Lok Sabha candidate from the NDA alliance, Prajwal Revanna. We are pretty well informed right now. The Karnataka government says they're going to probe the matter seriously. How are you viewing this?
से हमें पूरी उम्मीद है एसआईटी का गठन के बाद सरकार इसे हल्के में नहीं लेगी, लेकिन समस्या ये है कि अपराधी जो है प्रज्वल, उसे देश छोड़कर भागने में भाजपा की सरकार ने मदद की है। हम भाजपा की सरकार को कहना चाहते हैं, विदेश मंत्री को जर्मनी की सरकार से तुरंत बात करें और उन्हें वहां से जर्मनी से डिपोर्ट करके कर्नाटका की सरकार को सौंपें।
The pressure has been mounting on the JDS leadership to suspend Prajwal Revanna following surfacing of allegations against him. JDS MLA Sharan Gowda wrote to party supremo and former Prime Minister Deve Gowda demanding Prajwal's expulsion from the party, saying that the videos which are circulating have brought embarrassment to both the former Prime Minister and the party. The JDS is now busy firefighting the controversy and is mulling action against Prajwal. Sources say that the party is likely to suspend Prajwal Revanna in tomorrow's core committee meeting to be held in Hubli. Further action on the leader is to be decided after the SIT completes its probe. And meanwhile, the party has decided to not take any action against Revanna as it feels the case against him is fabricated.
ಇದು ಕಾಂಗ್ರೆಸ್ನವರಿಗೆ ಏನು ಮಹಾನುಭಾವರೆಲ್ಲ ಬಹಳ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದಿರೋರ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕುಟುಂಬದ ಹೆಸರನ್ನ ಯಾಕೆ ತರ್ತೀರಿ, ದೇವೇಗೌಡರ ಹೆಸರನ್ನ ಯಾಕೆ ತರ್ತೀರಿ, ಕುಮಾರಸ್ವಾಮಿ ಹೆಸರು ಯಾಕೆ ತರ್ತೀರಿ? ತಪ್ಪೇನ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ತಪ್ಪು ಶಿಕ್ಷೆ ಅನುಭವಿಸ್ಬೇಕು. ನಾನೇ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೇನಲ್ಲ, ನಾವೇನು ವಹಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. ತಪ್ಪಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ನಿಜ SIT ರಚನೆ ಆಗಿದೆ, SIT ರಚನೆ ರಿಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಏನು ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಅದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ತಪ್ಪು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ತಪ್ಪು ಅನುಭವಿಸ್ತಾರೆ, ಶಿಕ್ಷೆ ಅನುಭವಿಸ್ತಾ ಇರಬೇಕು.
ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಯಾವ ಥರ ಷಡ್ಯಂತ್ರ ನಡೀತಾ ಇದೆ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆಲ್ಲ ಹೆದರಿ ಓಡೋಗನಲ್ಲ ನಾನು, ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತು ಸರ್. ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಇದ್ದೀವಲ್ಲ, ಅದನ್ನು ಕಾನೂನು ರೀತಿ ಏನಿದೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಎದುರಿಸಕ್ಕೆ ಅವರು ಏನಿದೆ ಕಾನೂನು ರೀತಿ ಮಾಡಿ ಯಾವುದೋ 4 ವರ್ಷ 5 ವರ್ಷದ್ದು ತಗೊಂಬಂದು ಕೇಸ್ ಹಾಕೋದಾದ್ರೆ ಯಾವ ಥರ, ನಾನು ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಏನು ರಿಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ. SITಗೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಅವ್ರ ತನಿಖೆಗೆ ಮುಜುಗರ ಆಗಬಾರ್ದು ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಏನು ರಿಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ.
The Congress party has also cited a letter written by BJP leader Deve Gowda way back in December last year, addressed to state party president B.Y. Vijayendra. In that letter, the BJP leader warned the state leadership about allegations against JDS MP Prajwal Revanna before his name was announced as the NDA candidate for the Hassan Lok Sabha seat. He wrote that if BJP aligns with the JDS and if a JDS candidate is nominated for the Hassan Lok Sabha seat, these videos can be used by the rivals as a brahmastra against the Saffron party. Now, when a full-blown political war has erupted over the sexual assault allegations against the JDS MP, Karnataka BJP chief says that we should wait for the truth to come out first.
ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ರಾಜ್ಯ ಸರ್ಕಾರ SIT ಮಾಡಿದೆ, ತನಿಖೆಯನ್ನು ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ಪ್ರಾರಂಭ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸತ್ಯಾಸತ್ಯತೆಗಳು ಹೊರ ಬರ್ತದೆ, ಅಷ್ಟು ಮಾತ್ರ ಸಂದರ್ಭ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ.
However, the Congress party and the India bloc is questioning why did the BJP ally with the JDS and allow fielding of Prajwal Revanna in the polls when the state leadership had already been warned about him and his misdoings. Congress party also questioned the silence of Prime Minister and other senior BJP leaders, saying they were quick to target the state government over the Hubli case but are tight-lipped now.
ಇದು ನನ್ನ ವಶದಲ್ಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಈಗೇನಿದ್ರು ಈಗ ತನಿಖಾಧಿಕಾರಿಗಳು. ನಂದು ಒಂದೇ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ, ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದಿ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ BJP? ಅಶೋಕನ್ ನುಂಚ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದಲ್ಲ, ವಿಜೇಂದ್ರನ್ ನುಂಚ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದಲ್ಲ, ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ನುಂಚ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದಲ್ಲ. ಫಸ್ಟು ಅವ್ರ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳಿ. ಅವ್ರು ಕುಮಾರಸ್ವಾಮಿ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೋ ಬಿಡ್ತಾರೋ, ಅವ್ರ ಕುಟುಂಬದ್ದು ಅವ್ರ ಪಾರ್ಟಿದು ಅವ್ರು ಏನು ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೂ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. that is not important. What is the position of the NDA? What is the position of the BJP on this issue? That is very much important.
They were so quick to capitalize on the Hubli murder case. Why are they so silent now? Today, if he's left the country, as the rumors are being floated, then how did he leave the country? Who facilitated it? So I am directly blaming the BJP on this front.
कर्नाटका में एक बहुत बड़ी बात निकली है कि उनके साथ जो मंच पे खड़े थे, जिनके लिए मोदी जी ने वोट मांगा, उन्होंने हजारों महिलाओं के साथ दुष्कर्म किया। क्या कहते हैं हमारे प्रधानमंत्री इसके बारे में? हमारे गृह मंत्री क्या कहते हैं इसके बारे में? जहां मैं जाती हूं इनको पता चल जाता है, जहां विपक्ष के नेता जाते हैं इनको पता चल जाता है। लेकिन इस तरह का अपराधी, इस तरह का राक्षस इस देश को छोड़ के चले जाता है और इनको पता नहीं चलता।
Do you think that the
Prajwal
BJP...
Revanna is the grandson of former Prime Minister Deve, but here in this picture which has been taken on the 14th of April 2024, 15 days back, you have the Prime Minister sharing a stage with him. The Prime Minister in that rally, in that program, asked for votes, and still the Prime Minister chose to make him a candidate. Why? I would like to understand this. Where is Rekha Sharma? Why is she not taking suo motu cognizance?
Watching NewsHour at 10, debate number 1 on Times Now, Super Prime Time.
Let's go across to our guests for more on this. We have Mohan Krishna, former media advisor to ex-Chief Minister Bommai. Subhrashta is author and founder of The Churn. Subhash Jha is an advocate. Joining us also is Sanjay Jha, author. Syed Asad Abbas is a political analyst, and advocate Umer Junaidi, political analyst, also with us on the show. Let me start with you first, Mohan Krishna. The question that is being asked by the Congress party is this: why did the BJP and the NDA not take note of their own leader's letter to the state party chief that fielding of Prajwal Revanna could potentially damage the party's prospects and also be embarrassing for them in these elections? Your response to that question, Mohan Krishna.
Very good evening, Madhav. Devraja Gowda, who has written a letter, a BJP leader, so-called BJP leader, has said himself in your channel just now that his email was not received or not gone. The letter has not gone. So the question of him sending a letter is gone. Second thing.
So party didn't take it seriously. He sent the letter, but it was not read by Mr. Vijendra. That's what he said, if I'm not mistaken.
No, he said that I have sent the letter. That letter was not delivered. That is what he said. You can just go to Navika's show and see. That is what he said. Second
no, not
thing,
delivered to Prime Minister, but then he says the letter was sent to the state chief and he did not read it.
No, he has not said. It has not been delivered, he said. First of all, I would like to ask the people who have said this, that it was well informed to the BJP president then in December. Where is the proof of the letter? Can Devaraja Gowda show that the letter? Today? What is the letter?
He's not denying having written the letter, sir. He himself is saying he wrote the letter.
It has not been delivered. So at least he could have sent it by post. Our postal department is so efficient today that it can deliver anything to anybody. Now that he is claiming that I have sent the letter to the BJP president, but it was not delivered, he is accepting himself. So where is the point?
Okay, let me just bring in Syed Asad Abbas on that.
Madhav, just give me 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Just give me 30 seconds.
Quickly complete your point.
When this HY Meitei's case happened in Congress regime, in Siddaramaia's last regime, how many days he took Siddaramaiah? 8 days to make SIT. So, Naglakshmi Chaudhary, Women's Commission Chairman, writes she receives on WhatsApp and she sends it, and Siddaramaiah makes an SIT in a 24 hours time. The motive of the Congress is very clear.
This is about...
And the motive of the Congress leaders is also very clear.
Well, sir, two wrongs don't make a right. Two wrongs don't make a right, Mr. Mohan Krishna. But I want to, since you've referred to a particular episode, I want Saida Abbas to respond to you on both the counts that you have made. The letter itself and also the action of the state government.
Devraje sir, Namaskara sir, Mohan Krishna avare. Please watch Kannada local channels where Devaraja Gowda himself has said that his own party, your party, Bharatiya Janata Party, has not taken any cognizance or action on his letter. That is a fact. Second point. No. Allow me to make a point here, sir. The fact is, this is not merely about a letter.
One by one. Mohan Krishna, you had your say. Sir, let him respond. You can give him a rebuttal as well. Yeah.
Thank you, Madhav. The fact of the matter is, this is not just about a letter. This is about an India Alliance candidate of the Janata Dal Secular, Prajwal Revanna, who's been outraging modesty of women. There are women who've come out on local Kannada channels and have spoken of all the sexual assaults on them. Sir, there are 2,976 videos of his assault on women. Hundreds of women are testimony to this fact. Special investigation team is investigating this case. Your ally of the BJP NDA government who shares stage with Modi ji has now flown off to Germany, sir, instead of contesting elections here. How did Bharatiya Janata Party ally with a candidate like Prajwal Revanna when December Vijayendra, your Karnataka party chief, knew about this? The fact of the matter is, sir, your party talks about Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao. Is this the kind of Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao you're doing here? Sir, you should have not even agreed to make him a candidate. Modi ji or your other people. The fact is, also, why is Smriti Irani quiet on this? Why is Nirmala Sitharaman quiet on this? Why are your BJP leaders who speak of women empowerment? Why are you quiet on this? The fact is, sir, this is about Karnataka and this is absolutely not okay. This is a very, very serious offense. Also, your party needs to know that you cannot afford to give tickets to those who have serial criminal cases against women.
Okay.
So
okay, let me come in now.
Moral grounds, you should take him off.
Let me come in now. Let me bring in at this point of time Subhas Jha. Subhas Jha, you have a situation today where the Congress party says, how did this person escape the country? And a very direct allegation that this has happened due to the political links or the alliances of the JDS. Subhas Jha, can you hear me?
Nobody seems to have addressed. Yes, I can. Nobody seems to have addressed themselves to the core issue. What are the sections which have been pressed into service? Section 354A, 354D, 506, 509. And in none of these cases, the punishment are more than the punishment which could be meted out in case of conviction is more than 3 years. So therefore, he was not required to leave the country at all. If at all he has gone to a foreign country, to Germany, I'm sure to travel to Germany, you are required to have a visa, and visa for that must have been applied much before the election. He seems to be a candidate contesting election from Hassan on 26th of April 2024. The election took place in that constituency, and it appears that 3 days before, the pen drives, some 2,000 and odd pen drives were circulated in the bus stands, bus stops, and in parks. They were all distributed. So I see this is unnecessarily blown out of its proportion. That still doesn't change the fact that he assaulted women, sir, or committed or allegedly committed these crimes. None of that changes that. Very difficult. None of changes that fact, Mr. Jha. I'm sorry, and I want Sanjay Jha to come in on this. Sanjay Jha, there is of course the counter version that there were circumstances, very unique ones, where in buses, parks, etc. in Hassan, there were thousands of pen drives that appeared, and therefore the allegation is that there was some kind of conspiracy. While no one of course is taking away from the seriousness of the charges against Prajwal in this particular case, Revanna, the point is that there are also whispers about whether all of this was done with political intent just before the elections.
Madhav, as you correctly pointed out, it doesn't even matter whether there is a political intent or not. The truth is, if these vulgar and absolutely, what I call as exploitative videos where women have been subjected to all kinds of sexual humiliation by a prominent leader of a party which is an alliance with the BJP, how can the lawyer who spoke before me sound absolutely so cool and blasé about it? I mean, it's absolutely disgusting, it's repugnant and reprehensible that we are lowering our moral standards of our public conversation. It does not matter if there is a political intent or not. The question is, did this man do these acts? Number one, and if he did, how has he managed to abscond abroad, especially when he's likely to hold public office? I hope he loses his election, but he's contested for a Lok Sabha. And you have a gentleman here on the program and a BJP spokesperson before that who seem to rationalize it. I mean, this is like a stunning level of what I call as a collapse of any public decency. I mean, these two gentlemen here on the program are as patriarchal and misogynistic as men can be in our country. This is disgusting. And by the way, I speak in a very bipartisan way. All political leaders from some political parties have done something or the other wrong. But how can you come on a television program and actually justify what is a headline story all over the country? And frankly, people all over the world are talking about it because the chief minister's grandson is involved in not just one or two episodes.
Former Prime Minister's grandson. Let me correct you there.
Yeah, former Prime Minister. But I'm talking about there seems to be like a criminal enterprise who are into the job of exploiting vulnerable women. I mean, you think those women have found it easy to go public? I mean, how kind of cheap can these two gentlemen get? It's shocking.
Mohan Krishna, you're being patriarchal on air, and clearly, of course, these kind of defenses are not acceptable. It's an incident that has certainly sent shockwaves, not only in Karnataka but throughout the country.
Apologize.
Madhav, I have not defended anybody here. I just put it straight to everybody here that where is the proof of Devaraja Gowda's letter? If he has delivered, there is a postal kind of a thing in India. He could have delivered it. He could have gone directly and met Vijendra and told them. But now what I am talking, Sanjay Jha is saying, as the advocate has said, it was before 2-3 days of the elections, this 2,960, what you are saying, it is more than that actually. It is more than that. But this was pen drive has been rendered. You know how much time it will take, even if it is 5 minutes for rendering, Madhav? I have gone through the editing. How
does that justify the crime, sir? How does that justify the crime? Anybody can render any pen drive today. What does that have to do with the gravity of the crimes that we are discussing?
The SIT has been formed. Let the SIT do its work. Let them find out who is the culprit.
These are the same
as told by Kumar Swamy, the JDS president, that if found guilty, they will take action. And they have taken action already. But my question to everybody today now is only one thing. Just give me 10 seconds. Why are they harping on BJP and Modi? What is Modi and BJP to do for this?
I will answer that.
Have BJP and Modi has told Prajwal Revanna to do all these things?
No. So they are your alliance partners.
This is the way the Congress wants to.
One second, Mohan Krishna.
Modi and BJP.
One second, Mohan Krishna. The fact is that JDS is BJP's alliance partner. Elections are still going on in Karnataka. 14 seats are still left to go to the polls.
Alliance we have done, Madhav. Alliance we have done. We have given constituencies to them. We have not asked them to give. We have not asked them to give which person to which.
I want Umer Junaidi to come in on this.
Which ticket?
Umer Junaidi. Okay, Umer Junaidi, why are you bringing in the BJP? The BJP, none of its members have committed any crime. It is the JDS which has to bear the responsibility, says Mohan Krishna. How do you respond to him, Umer Junaidi?
Madhav, this sin is totally like meetha meetha mera, kadwa kadwa tera. So whatever happens good will be taken by the BJP and NDA alliance, and whatever happens to the party and this spokesperson or the people from the BJP, the supporters of the BJP will be targeting JDS, saying that it's a personal matter. The question what we are raising, Madhav, is very simple. It might be known to the state leadership of the BJP about the scandal or his character or not. Whether the Pritam Gowda and R.T. Ramaswamy has informed Amit Shah or not, that is the whole another story. Wherein now they are declaring it as a fake thing. And now I was listening to the advisor to the ex-advisor to the Boma, he said postals are there and he would have delivered somewhat. Okay, everything is okay. But since this scandal is out, what is the BJP's stand on it? Neha's murder was the political tool for BJP to make a building on it. Now this person, Prajwal Revanna, has the videos of approximately 2,500 something videos and several women who have been sexually harassed, and Narendra Modi who's talking about mangalsutras. Now the question I want to raise is, where are the mangalsutras of these women, Narendra Modi ji? And the slogan you said, Beti Bachao, Beti Patao, is what Prajwal Revanna is doing. And you correct yourself as Beti Bachao and Beti Padao.
Okay, let's
is what Beti Patao and do the sexual harassment is the question.
Let me put this question across to the lone woman member on the panel, Subrashta. She's been waiting very patiently. Subrashta, thank you for your patience. How do you respond to the allegations of the Congress party that the Beti Bachao, slogan of the BJP somewhere has been subverted? And they are saying that look at the incident of Neha, which the BJP went hammer and tongs on, and look at the response in this particular case. They are contrasting the two. Your response to that, Subrashta?
Madhav, I'm not going to make any contrast and I'm not going to mince my words here. It's a very simple case of, and let's not even call it a scandal. It's not a scandal. Scandal is when, there are parties. I mean, there's a relationship which is not supposed to be there, but you have a relationship. That's a scandal. This is a case of harassment, akin to sexual slavery in one sense of the term. And I'm ashamed to say that today we have to actually accept such politicians as candidates of Lok Sabha or Rajya Sabha. My point on this is very simple. I think Mr. Amit Shah did say that the candidate for Hassan needs to change. But JDS put its foot down and said that no, we will obviously, back him up. We need to understand that these are exactly the political compulsions of alliances that work against, our democracy. Let us also understand that which is why this election, we need to be really careful about who we vote for. We need to vote those people in majority who we feel can really take India to great heights. And it's also important to understand that in this particular case, it should be made very clear that politicians like Revanna should not be allowed to stay in public life at all. This is not a scandal. This is a huge case of harassment. This is a case of sexual impropriety at multiple levels. It's illegal. It's criminal. It is shameful that he comes from such an illustrious family and still went on to conduct himself in such a way, and it comes from a certain sense of high-handedness. So I am very, very clear on this. Such people should not be allowed in public life. Forget about doing politics. Forget about staying at the periphery of politics. These people don't deserve to be representatives. Also, it's also important as youngsters for us to realize that we have spoken a lot about representation in democracy. It is really time that we talk about quality of representation in democracy now.
Madhav,
Sanjay Jha, I want you to comment on this. The timing, of course, has been questioned, but there is an attempt. At the end of the day, the BJP says that only constituencies are allotted to parties. The candidate is ultimately the pick of their own party.
Madhav, I have no objection to what the previous panelist Shubhrashta said, excepting that she slipped in a statement about Amit Shah taking a very due diligent stand. I'm sorry, that's a political statement. If you look at the BJP's track record, Manipur gang rape case, the women wrestlers who were humiliated when they had a sexual harassment case against Brij Bhushan Singh, Bilkis Banu's rapist being released, BJP's track record, look at Unnao, look at Katwa, their track record in terms of handling cases where women have been brutalized, gang raped, murdered, everything else is terrible, is disgusting, because they have tried to protect perpetrators or they have tried to brush the issues under the carpet. And that to me is morally repugnant. So let us not try and make a political statement in the sly. The truth is that the BJP has a lot to explain to the people of this country, because the Prime Minister went to town the other day talking about the pride of women and Mangalsutra. And I would like Subhash to respond, because she's raised her hand to say something. Would you like to comment on what Mr. Modi said about Mangalsutra? Is that being protected in Karnataka today?
Subhash. Please unmute yourself and speak, Subhrashtra.
Mr. Sanjay, I have huge respect for you, but understand that we are actually sitting on the verge of, elections. We are in the middle of elections, rather. And as much as you have a right to be political, I have a right to be political too. I am deeply disappointed at the whole JDS episode, but let me tell you that is not going to decide. That is not going to decide my preference for a particular political party. I'm very clear on that. Also, you raised multiple issues, and let me tell you, my stand has been consistent on Brij Bhushan. I do not want that person to hold, public post at all. I don't want such people to be in public life. What more do you want me to say? I am not from the BJP. I know you have a problem with the BJP. Please have a political fight out there. But I will decide my politics, and I will articulate my politics the manner in which I want to articulate it. There are reasons why people like us are not into direct electoral politics. I don't have an alliance partner to sort of mollycoddle. But let us understand that it's not like the opposition's track record is fantastic on all other counts.
Absolutely. In fact, there's a big breaking news coming in. Karnataka Chief Minister, former Karnataka Chief Minister, JDS leader HD Kumaraswamy said that JDS's important core committee meeting is going to happen tomorrow in Hubli. We have already decided to suspend MP Prajwal Revanna. It will be decided in the core committee meeting tomorrow. That's the update coming in. Let's take a quick look at that reaction.
ಇದನ್ನೇ ಒಂದು ದೊಡ್ಡ ಇಶ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಕಾಂಗ್ರೆಸ್ನವರೇನೋ ಎಲ್ಲ ರೀತಿಯ ಕುತಂತ್ರಗಳು ನಡೆಸ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇದರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ತೀರ್ಮಾನ ಮಾಡಾಗಿತ್ತು. ನಾಳೆ ದಿನ ಹುಬ್ಬಳ್ಳಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕೋರ್ ಕಮಿಟಿ ಸಭೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ರೆಕಮೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಸಂಸತ್ ಸದಸ್ಯರಿಂದ ಡೆಲ್ಲಿಯಿಂದ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಆ ದೃಷ್ಟಿಯಿಂದ ದೇವೇಗೌಡರಿಗೆ ನಾನೇ ಮನವಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೆ. ಅವರು ಸಹ ಅವರಿಗೆ ವಿಷಯಗಳು ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ನನಗೂ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಕೆಲವು ವಿಷಯಗಳು ಏನು ಬಂದಿದೆ ಅದರ ಮೇಲೆ ನಾವು ಸಸ್ಪೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡತಕ್ಕಂಥ ನಿರ್ಧಾರ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ನೆನ್ನೆನೇ ಆಗಿದೆ ತೀರ್ಮಾನ.
All right, Subhash Jha, here you have a situation where the uncle of the accused in this particular case, HD Kumaraswamy himself is saying that the party is going to suspend him. And here you are defending Mr. Prajwal Revanna on national television. End of the day, I don't even know if you've read what those victims have said. They've said that they were harassed, that there was stalking, there was all sorts of issues, and they say it is very difficult to take on a person who's a member of that family in Hassan. Somewhere or the other, aren't you being insensitive to all of these victims, sir? Hundreds of them.
No, let me tell you first and the foremost, I'm not holding any brief for Revanna, nor I'm trying to defend him. I'm trying to place what the legal position is and what the ground realities are. I've said that these cases of molestation or sexual harassment are very easy to make, difficult to prove, difficult to establish. And then what are the sections which have been pressed into service? He has not been charged for rape.
He's harassing, forcing women.
Well.
What more
he has not been charged for rape. So just 1 second. He has not been charged. I'm going by the sections.
Sir,
which
are
have
you
been
aware of
pressed
the content of these
and
videos? He's actually forcing himself on women in some of them.
Just
that's acceptable
second,
according to you?
Let us understand the legal position.
What is a legal position, sir, when a person is using force?
The language of the statute we go by. Please, see, what Mr. Jha said, he used all sort of adjectives, preposterous, etc., etc. Now, leaving the country, we must all know how a person can be stopped from leaving the country. He can be stopped provided there is a lookout notice. There is a process involved for issuing a lookout notice. If a man goes immediately after the election is over, how do you expect the government to stop it? I mean, let us not make it a Modi or a BJP versus this. This has got nothing to do with this. He is first and the foremost.
Sir, the only thing I find preposterous is your explanation in defense of Prajwal Revanna. But since you've asked the question, Syed Asad Abbas, there was no case, there was no possibility of a lookout notice, and therefore the Congress's claim that BJP has allowed him or facilitated his escape is completely wrong. Please respond, Syed Abbas.
The fact of the matter, the Bharatiya Janata Party has learned of this since December. Not just that, Modi ji shared stage with not just him, but the Mandya belt of Member of Parliament candidates like Maharaja Yaduveer. Along with that, you also had Prajwal Revanna, Shri HD Deve Gowda ji. You're sharing. What does Prime Minister Modi sharing stage and campaigning? That shows that Modi ji endorses such candidature. Not just that, Madhav Saab, after this incident, let me tell you, there has been no tweet. No statement from Nirmala Sitharaman ji, from Smriti Irani, from any of the leaders of the Bharatiya Janata Party. The party which says Beti Padhao, Beti Bachao is not even talking about it. Is this the stand of Modi ji and BJP? Is this the stand? The fact the Bharatiya Janata Party and the women leaders who turn out to be the flag bearers of women and leadership rights.
Okay.
Is this what you do?
All right, let me just come in now. Let me come in now. Mohan Krishna, for the past half an hour, you've been saying, what is the proof of the letter? I have the letter right here in my hand. This is the letter written by Mr. Deve Gowda. His address is there. It's a letterhead. It's a BJP letterhead. Shri Annapurneshwari Nilaya, 7th Cross, 9th Ward, Ravindranagar Town, Hassan District. His mobile number and email ID are also there. Do you want to say anything on this, Mr. Mohan Krishna? Because you've been questioning whether this letter actually exists throughout the show.
Now that you are showing the letter, it was informed, that is what even I have heard. If that is the case, let them, that has come in the WhatsApp, let them go to the SIT and give the letter and let the inquiry happen, let the investigation happen. I am not defending the culprit, whoever it is. I am for the women of the country. I am for the women of the country. And BJP is for the women of the country. When we talk, we walk. When we talk, we walk.
Okay.
None of your BJP
This is not the way to show the resentment on whatever, resentment on anybody, BJP and Modi.
All right, let's wrap this debate here. Let's wrap this debate. We have, of course, discussed various aspects of this, and certainly extremely troubling news. The kind of actions, at the end of the day, the rich, the powerful, the political persons in this country are such that many people, common citizens, actually fear to even take action in such a basic case where there has been violation of law. At least that appears to be the message coming out of it. Will action be taken? Will there be justice for all those victims? Is something that we're going to track very closely right here on Times Now. I'd like to thank our panelists for joining us, Subhash Jha, as well as Syed Asad Abbas, Umer Junaidi, and of course Subhrashtra continues with us, as does Sanjay Jha on debate number 2. Mohan Krishna, thank you so much for joining us as well.